Hey guys, it's Caleb from RokBlokz. Today in the shop we have this 2024 CX-5. It's the version that got the facelift. We got our updated kit for it, so we're going to show you how to install it, and then we'll also call out the points that are different on the pre-facelift models as well. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Here we have the tools laid out that you'll need for install. Today we'll be using a insert puller or a flathead. Then you also need a Phillips head and a 10mm socket and a level. Here we have the front laid out. What you'll get in your kit is your mud flap for that corner and then the hardware. We'll go ahead and put a breakdown of that hardware on the screen right now. Now let's head to the vehicle and begin installing. Here we are at the front fender. We're going to begin by removing the two factory inserts located right here and right here. We're just going to use our flathead to kind of pop the inserts. They have little windows that you can kind of dig into and pop the cores out. Pull that out. Another little trick, if they've been in for a few years and your car's a few years old, there's a little bit of dirt and dust in there. If you just lightly tap them, it'll help clear some of the dust out of these to make them easier to pop. Now that we've got those out of the way, we're going to set those to the side. To get to the mounting location underneath here, we're going to have to pull off this cap here. To do so, I'm just going to grab firmly and pop it out. It's got these little clips that pull straight out, and then we'll be able to return it once we put our clip on. Now we're going to take our clip and place it on the metal behind this hole right here, aligning the hole on the clip with the hole on the body. Now we're going to replace that liner down. We're going to grab our lower cap, align that back, clip it back into place. Next we're going to take our push insert. We're going to push that into the upper hole here. With all our mounting hardware in place, we can grab our flap and begin installing. To install, we're simply going to take one of our screws, place it through the lower hole in our flap, placing our second washer on the back side, and that's going to screw into the clip at that lower hole. With that in a few turns, we can now jump up to our upper hole, take our screw, screw it into our insert. Now we'll snug those down just enough that we can still move our flap a little bit. We're going to check along the bottom edge with a level, setting the flaps to our liking. Once we find where we want them, we're going to go ahead and fully tighten down both of our screws. With those fully tightened down, that completes the front install. You can repeat these same steps on the other side. Now let's go ahead and jump to the rear. Here we have the rear laid out. What you'll get in your kit is your flap for that corner and then the hardware. We'll go ahead and put a breakdown of that hardware on the screen right now. Before we head to the vehicle, we're going to take our L bracket and one of our small metal clips. We're going to slide it over one of the ends, aligning it with the hole on the end and making sure that the flat face is on the outside of the clip, like so. Now we're good to take our hardware and our flap, head over to the vehicle, and begin installing. We are at the rear of the vehicle. We're going to begin by removing the two factory inserts right here and right here, located in the fender well. To do so, we'll just pop them with our flathead like we did on the front ones. Pull them out and set those to the side. With those inserts set to the side, we're going to go ahead and put in our new mounting hardware. This is where the differences will come in. On the pre-facelift version, you will put the clip on the upper hole and put your insert in the bottom hole. On this one and the facelifted version of the CX-5, we're going to flip that because the clip sits better here and the insert sits better here. So just those two pieces of hardware are just going to flip. Now that we've got those two inserts removed, we're going to begin by loosening the screw located on the bottom of the fender. The screw we'll be removing to gain a little more access inside the liner will be this screw here. You can use a Phillips head screwdriver or a 5/16 socket to remove it. We're just going to go ahead, take that out. Now with the liner loose, we're going to take our large metal clip. We're going to pop that out of the way. We're going to place it over the bottom hole, aligning it with the hole in the body. Now we can return that to its original position. With that in its original position, we're going to take our large insert, press that into the upper hole. Then we're going to take our small metal clip and we're going to slide that onto the inner hole on the fender liner. Now with that clip in place, we're going to go ahead and take our L bracket, mount it to the bottom. We're going to have it so that the bracket goes forward and up towards the wheel. We'll screw that into place. Screwing that into the inner clip that we placed on the liner. You can leave that just slightly loose and finish fully tightening it once we get the flap up, just to help make sure that everything aligns. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our flap, and we're going to begin mounting by using the other 3/4 inch screw with a washer. That's going to go into the other clip on the arm of the L bracket. And go ahead and get that started. I'll just let the flap hang off of that, getting that started on the inside there. Now we can grab the other screws in our kit, place them through a washer, align our holes. On this bottom hole, we're going to screw into that large metal clip. On the pre-facelift, you'll be screwing into the large insert at that point. And now we're going to screw into the large insert on this post-facelift model. So just go ahead and get these all started, lightly snug down. That's going to allow us to do is to adjust our flap, and it's going to keep enough tension on there so that it will keep its position. We'll check along the bottom with our level, get it set to where we want. Now we're going to fully tighten down all of our hardware. And we're even going to go down, return that OEM screw that we loosened, and tighten the bottom screw on our bracket. Now that we've fully tightened down all of our hardware, that completes the rear install. You can repeat these same steps on the other side. Thanks for watching.